Here you go. Clap it.
So, Ines interview and take one. Ready.
Perfect.
Great. Should I?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So can you just introduce yourself with your name and your pronouns?
Yes, I'm Nicolo. I go with E and him, and I'm 35, going for my 36th year, and I'm from Italy, and now since 4 years living in Berlin.
Nice. Can you talk a bit about how you're feeling doing this interview and also the project?
Yes. Well, I'm excited because that's a great chance to actually reflect on what gender means to me and how the dress I wear are making me feel, and which kind of energy they brings up, and about myself. No, what was the other question?
The interview and also the project.
The project, of course, yes, and yeah, I'm totally excited about the project. You know, it was so nice when you came out to me to explain me about the project, because it really felt the right moment. I was for the entire year researching on lingerie and try out things, cutting, and when I was exactly searching for actually having some lingerie made for me. So it sounded just perfect, and in the right moment, time, like an epiphany, something. Yeah, that was making me happy, and I'm still very excited about it and looking forward to the actual designing process.
What do you think people assume about you? What assumptions do they make?
When it comes to my gender or my outlook, or
Yeah, how you...
I don't know, that's what they assume. That I guess that people would assume that I feel comfortable with my body and gender, and because I do feel and I like myself, and I guess when I go out there, that's something people can perceive. Yeah, I think. And I'm feeling comfortable in my body. Therefore, I guess that this is something that is also understood by the people that get to know me. Yeah, if the question is this one, that's probably my answer.
When did you realize you were kind of questioning your gender identity, or like wanting to experience, or like experiment with it?
Well, that's an ongoing process, and I guess that, like, from the very beginning on, I always didn't really fit in, like, all those stereotypical masculine standards, and this was not so much of a big issue for me at the beginning, because I was just not really like, I was just avoiding my entire self. And let's say, since I'm here in Berlin, and lately, last couple of years, I started to perform and dance much more and sing, and find myself in more queer environment. And since then, I I also started questioning myself, because I realized that there's like a big part of myself that hasn't been shown so much, and that I want to show, because it's like it's also part of me, and I actually really like it. And so let's say in the last couple of years, and since I'm in Berlin, because here I feel like comfortable, and I feel that there are environment where you feel safe, not judged, and actually that they not push you, but they make it easy for you to explore those sides that I was like hidden, like keeping hidden. Yeah.
What styles do you feel drawn to?
Styles.
Yeah, fashion. Is there something?
I don't know, like fashion styles. That's also changing, I would say. Yeah. And when I came here, I felt like more in a colorful, but also kind of hippie-esque. It's like complicated. Like I grew up close to Milan, and like fashion has always been a thing for me. I always been interested, and I really like beauty in general, and therefore I've always been like searching for nice dresses and clothes since my high school time already. I remember like being on top of the coolness game, or at least thinking to be on top of the coolness game when in high school. Then I dropped it a bit during university time, and I was like kind of also distancing myself from that cool Nicolo, and now I'm accepting it again, and like enjoying looking at other people's looks and getting inspired, and therefore now I like to wear like extremely masculine sometimes, as I am maybe dressing today. I like elegant trousers and shirts, and but sometimes I also really like female clothing, and I'm the last year and a half like exchanging a lot with my roommate. We do clothes swap, and she is actually exploring her masculinity and I am exploring my femininity, so it's really working well. Plus we kind of have the same sides, besides she's a bit older than me, so she gets a lot of my old grandpa pants, and I get corsets, and I get tops that I really like this one that I'm wearing. It's like a simple tank top, but still she was throwing it, and I collected it from the trash and said, no, this is not gonna go out of our place. So yes, and I'm also admiring that in Berlin it's like so lively in the fashion scene, I would say, and people are really creative, and there's so many inputs. So I am very inspired from what I see, and let's say that I also wanna, for example, now I just took all my winter things out, and I still don't know if there's actually things that are up to date with how I feel, and I might need like some new improvement, in my garderobe. Yeah.
Do you have an idol?
An idol?
Yeah.
I think I don't. Like, an idol, someone. I think I might need to let this question sink a bit and skip and go for the next one, and I might come out with something.
Yes, it's fine. What defines you? How would you describe yourself?
I am someone that, well, I normally don't feel that I fit my age so much, and this age thing is like I'm not a 35 years old person inside, even though my ID says so. I feel younger, and this also makes me reflect on how, like, some datas about yourself, like gender or age, or are like just not so useful to describe oneself. So I would say I'm someone that is curious about getting to know himself, and that is excited about humanity and the people around me, and that gets a lot of like strive for new input and discoveries, and that is not so much business oriented and struggle a bit with his career, but also now works a job that really likes. And that likes to move, needs to move a lot, and get a lot of pleasure from dancing and moving. But also I'm an extrovert, someone that get a lot of energy in group setting, and that is not afraid to show up and actually like it a bit, to be at the center of the attention. And what else? Maybe that's it.
May I ask, what are you working? Because you said you
Yeah.
have a work what you're like really loving.
Yeah, I'm working with kids, and I work as a I support kids with learning difficulties at school. So I sit in the classroom and I sit with them, and I help them like keep focus on the lesson, or I explain them things that they don't understand straight away, and or I bring them out if they are overexcited, and I try to calm them down. Therefore, I'm every morning exposed to around 100 kids, and I really love them, and I love the energy and the smiles and the weirdness and the cuteness that they bring into my life.
Yes, how do you feel about binary clothing?
That's a bit sad, because like I always enjoyed very much the look of female clothing a lot, and it was kind of sad that I was not supposed to wear them, and maybe also that there was no right size, or they were not a good fit when I was trying them up. Or now I feel very much happy that in Berlin it's like not so much a thing when I go out with a skirt and it's not, I don't feel too much eyes on me. It feels just quite normal. And therefore, I hope for the future that there's no more men and women clothing, and we can like find also an in-between, or that it's gonna be more common to actually find more female clothing. It's even sounds weird by telling it, like, what the hell is female clothing, you know, like, yeah. I don't know, like, I wish for the future that there would be like more clothing that is now considered female, also in size and shapes that also look good on other type of bodies. And yeah, and also the opposite. I guess, for example, it's like crazy how some female pants has no pockets or like these kind of details, then they're really stupid. And therefore, yeah, I wish that this is gonna change. And I'm also really happy that I'm part of this project because of this.
Do you want to fix this real quick?
not only that, I really love what you said, by the way. We have some technical difficulties.
Yeah, go for it.
But are you like sitting or like the
Microphone thing?
Yeah, the microphone thing, it has some spikes, it's like crackling. Could we try to, because the battery is full,
Yeah.
so could we try to like put it behind you?
Yeah, whatever.
Because I think I'm not sure if it's something to do with the antenna or from what's that from.
Isn't it from the microphone?
No, it's you can clear like you're speaking like really clearly, but you can hear that's like some weird electricity thing.
Okay.
So it's not like normal something that is like rubbing against something. It's just like really weird electrical noises.
Yeah.
How to describe, but you can hear that it's not.
Well, we have a second microphone for this reason.
Yes, I was so scared because the last part that you said like was really beautiful, and I was like shitting my pants because I was like, no, please don't ruin this, and I pressed the button to only hear this mic and that's clean, but I was like,
yeah,
scared as shit.
But this one is recording all the time, right?
Yeah, they're both in this recorder over there. So
that's great.
I can switch out the audio tracks.
That's actually really professional to have like a backup already. Yeah. So
we also have 2 cameras to back up. So
I'm so glad to work.
Except this tape thing.
Yeah, this tape thing.
Expect it. But I think it got a little bit warmer. I have no idea why that came out.
Yeah. The glue got.
Technical difficulties over. I'm just going to listen to your microphone now.
Yeah. Is it better now? Maybe with the.
Yeah. Can you just?
Yeah. Do you think that?
That's perfect. I can't hear anything anymore.
Yeah.
The problem is, I'm seeing.
Do you see it?
Yes, I put it.
Too much.
Yeah, where I could see it.
Do you want to take a sip?
No, I'm fine. Is it now? Can you see it from there?
I think
this is like I can see it.
Okay. Shit. Can you lean a bit forward so I can have a little bit of. I think I will just place it behind here. Yeah. Can you see it like in the?
No.
Okay, perfect. So then just come back and then we will just have like a weird thing coming out of your neck.
Yeah.
Your mouth.
Alright, do I have a quick other thing? No. I think we just need to. We will need to work with that. It doesn't look as. It doesn't show. It doesn't even show up here. So Back to
Yes.
usual.
Yeah.
Nothing has happened.
So yeah, we were buying clothing. Now, what do you like to pick from each gender tradition?
Oh, and now I'm exploring a bit with shoes. So heels, they're cool. I don't have yet much. I don't have enough. I just have one. But I think that for my body shapes, it helps to have a bit of heels. They make leg longer, and I like myself with heels. And then I like men trousers a lot, especially the elegant one, the suit trousers. And I love corsets and tops but also sometimes I also really like dresses, like full dresses, and it's like so great that it's like just one item and you have a look. And yeah, but lingerie for sure is like there's nothing or very few cool stuff when it comes to underwear for male bodies. It's so hard to find actually things that are not just comfortable or sporty, and they are also a bit looking good or sexy. Yeah, so definitely when it comes to lingerie, that's not even lingerie for men. So yeah, that's a thing. And then yeah, jackets and things. I do have female stuff and male stuff in pretty much the same amount. Jewelry, of course, there's no much choice for men. Therefore, I do have some jewelry that are female. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Is there something you're scared to wear?
Yeah, of course, like depending on the context. Like there are contexts where when I go partying, I tend to arrive to the location with like normal, like more comfortable and maybe male clothing, and then I would have my change. And yeah, but generally depending on the setting, I wouldn't go at work now with a skirt, or even though I would wish to expose myself fully also in the workspace, especially because I work with kids, and would be nice to show that like clothing and gender and are not important, and what is important is like the person and the soul. But I don't do it, and that's a bit sad, and I've been thinking about it. But this might change. And I'm, as I said, still exploring these, and the more I do it, the more I feel comfortable. And so maybe in the future, I would also wear some more female clothing in spaces and occasion that now I don't feel comfortable with. Yeah. So, but generally, like in safe space, I don't fear wearing anything.
Okay. When do you feel most vulnerable?
I feel more vulnerable when I'm tired, and therefore, and if I am tired, I am more in my head, and I lose perspective. And in this moment, I see that I am less present and less sociable, and and needs time for myself. But I'm also now aware that it's all about how I feel if I take care of myself, and if I sleep when I feel it's time to sleep, or eat properly, or follow my intuition, then tiredness is also not so much there, and therefore I am mainly feeling comfortable. And what is also cool is that now I can accept that sometimes I just feel vulnerable, and that it's not because I'm wrong, or it's just a moment, and I accept it, and I embrace my vulnerability, and that's just fine, and then I take decision out of it.
When do you feel most beautiful?
I like myself, and but the most beautiful, I don't know, like when I dance, I feel the most beautiful, and that's something I'm exploring very much. There's like many occasions here to actually go out and dance, and that's actually interesting because normally these are the moments where I also do cross-dressing. So when I'm out in a club and I dance, I feel really sensual and I feel really beautiful, and that's also often connected on what I'm wearing. And lately, I'm exploring like wearing tops or even lingerie in clubs. Sometimes just like very few pieces of clothing, and there I feel normally really sexy and beautiful. Yes.
Yes, so in what clothes do you feel most comfortable?
Comfortable. Well, it's strange because it's changing. So there's like there's a dynamic, let's say, between the old habits and the new things that I like to wear. And I'm not really sure if I'm like more comfortable with like all type of things. But it really changes every day, right? Like it's very much about listening to yourself and dressing accordingly. Like sometimes I feel very empowered and I would also go for something more extreme or more weird, and I feel comfortable with that because my entire, and I also, I don't know, like in that occasion I might also get energy and good vibes by being looked at. And other occasion where maybe I feel more vulnerable or less social, then I would maybe choose like something that is not exposing me so much. So I think it's important also to follow your intuition and listen to yourself when it comes to choosing the outfit I'm going out with. And it's not just about one type of things, it's just about like the moment.
What makes you, or what clothes do you feel confident? Is there specific?
I didn't really, what do you mean by how I feel
confident
wearing? That's
what
I think
there's something that makes you feel confident that you put on.
Leather jacket. I don't know. Yes, I have like this leather jacket I bought in a flea market, and it like make me feel quite confident. I like these pants a lot, these shoes that I'm wearing today. And generally I like this outfit. Like this is like an outfit where I do mostly feel quite confident and beautiful in. Let me think what else make me feel confident. well, lately also like see through things. Yeah, I like that. I like how my body looks through those things. Yeah.
What makes you feel empowered?
Well, when I can actually, yeah, now lately, going back to this like research I've been telling you about, when I can pull out a very lately I really like mix like maybe like some jeans or like some elegant clothing and then like some crop top. Yeah, and this is normally a combination where I really feel empowered because it really represents me at the moment, where like both my feminine and my masculine side are shown. And this makes me feel on point and empowered. Yeah, but it's, again, as I said in the previous question, very much about the moment. So being empowered and being confident depends really much on how is like my state of mind when I choose what to wear. So it might change, but yeah, in general, I'm really proud of myself when I pull out like some good mixed of feminine and masculine, and it looks good.
When do you feel most attractive? You could also like not be close.
Well, generally, I feel most attractive when there's a flow between me and the person or the persons, and when I am fully present, and when I forget about my outlook and I'm in the moment, then I feel that I am most attractive. But then if it comes to clothing, I don't know. Again, when I'm wearing an outfit I'm really happy about, and when I feel I nailed it and it's like, oh yes, like this is like a really good mix of pieces, or this really match what I'm feeling, and then is where I feel most attractive. Yes.
What do you find attractive about yourself?
Like about my body, or
what comes to mind?
I think when it comes to my outlook, I feel that my lips might be attractive, or my butt. I like my butt. and I play with that. And my shoulders, to show them. I like that. And then when it comes about like my attitude and my person, I guess like my smile and my like easiness and welcoming attitude, I think that's attractive, I guess. And my playfulness, I guess this is also attractive. When I'm in my playfulness, I feel attractive and really much myself. Yeah. And I guess when I don't want to be attractive, then is where I am attractive.
How would you describe your gender?
My gender. So that's quite a big one. That's my gender. Well, I feel quite comfortable in my body. There's nothing in my body that I don't feel it should be there. And therefore, I feel that like I am a male person, but then what's the gender concept? Then I that's what I question, and that's what doesn't really fit with myself so much, because what's the stereotype about masculinity is this is something that I really don't feel it suits me so much, and from that I distance myself. But when it comes to my body, I'm fine with what I got, and I don't feel any form of dysphoria from about that. Yeah.
Last question. Is there something you want to say through the outfit we design?
From the outfit we are gonna design, I think that like I want to say that also like male people can be sensual and sexy and sweet, and but also a bit playful, and that it's a shame that that's not so much out there. We really should embrace that more, and so I wanna show how sexy and cute can we look with lingerie, for example. Yes, that's my message.
Thank you. Is there anything else you would like to
share?
Like
we've been touching most of the topic, and still don't have any answer for the idol.
It's fine.
I actually forgot about it, but probably it's because there's I don't have any straightforward answer for that question, and I'm quite happy. Yes.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you.
The thing is, for myself, in the current times, we shouldn't be the idol you're searching for. Be yourself. There are not many people already in this position. There still need to be people being questioning this whole thing, and then being idols for the next generations. So we're starting to be idols for the next generation. Being your own idol, testing something out. For example, you're still searching for yourself because you don't have many people to look to, because there are just not so many people out there where you can just look and pick your pieces from, because there are just not many people out there. So maybe you will be your own idol for some days in the future.
I agree. But also there are people out there that are of course more on top of their process and further in this discovery, but still I don't see them so much as I really don't like this concept of idol. Probably it's we're all idol, right? And there's a lot of inspiring people. I like to get inspiration and new ideas and new look from, but on the other hand I also feel like we are all rock and roll stars, and
probably the best answer. I have one more question. You said you're you have different parts of your body that you really like, and you often said that you want, or you have the desire to have something designed which goes into the can't say the word lingerie
Yeah.
section. Would you is clothing something for you where you show those things off, or is it something where you do you want fabric on those parts or leave them free? Because you said your shoulders should be free.
I like to have them highlighted, but not covered, or it doesn't have to be covered or uncovered. It has to be highlighted, let's say. Yeah, I would love, of course, from our lingerie set, we're gonna work on to highlight the part of my body I like the most. For sure, if I think about panties, I would love them to show my booty. Yes. And if they're something on top, maybe let it be transparent. Or if we do something on my shoulder, let them show the shape of my shoulder, for example. Yeah. So let's say cover is fine, but also not hiding the part that I like. I really want them to be highlighted and eventually shown straight forward, shown.
Great. It just was just...
Yeah, of course, curiosity. That's nice.
But I the thing is, you said you don't have a part that you want to hide, right? You're completely...
I'm fine with my whole body. There's no part that I need to hide. And yeah, so I'm also comfortable with nudity. And yeah, but there are some part of my body I like more than other, of course. Yeah, and these are the one I wish to have highlighted to feel more sexy and more beautiful. I think that this desire comes from there.
Could you imagine dancing in lingerie?
Of course, that's what I do all the time.
It was just the two biggest parts of what you in this interview, what you said, and it was that would be the perfect combination of things you said you feel very comfortable when dancing or really sexy, and then also you feel really comfortable and sexy when you're wearing lingerie. So I was just
yeah, and that's often the two things merges, because I do wear lingerie or crop tops in clubs, and in clubs I go for dancing, and therefore I feel the most sensual when I dance, and normally when I dance I'm also wearing lingerie if I am in a club, and if it's the last couple of months. Yeah, so yes, dancing and lingerie can go together. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice.
Nice having you.
Cool.
Perfect. I think we're done.
Nice.